Before we start the video, it's time for the KOG Boy roll call. This is for all the people who are supporting me as a KOG member of the month, and I appreciate ya. So big shout out to Ryan McDonough, Kato Senpai, and Exodia Master for the support. You guys are awesome, just saying. How's it going, guys? RNG Life here, and today we're jumping into, I think, the KC Cup, because I have not been playing KC Cup, but this time we're trying out the Invoked Purgatrio, or Purgatrio, however you want to say it. Technically it's supposed to be Purgatrio, but, and localization changes his name slightly, but whatever. So we got this new Invoked boy. He's pretty decent. I actually have a deck that was given to me by my boy Wooker, so big shout outs to Wooker on my Discord. He gave me this deck, and I've been testing it out, and oh my goodness, this deck is an abomination of power. This is a really powerful deck, and it is kind of insane. So it does require that you kind of have a lot of copies of your boy Alistair, because this guy's important in this deck. So I have 3 copies of Alistair. You could probably get away with running 2. I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest, but having more is better, because you could potentially mill, because it is a Grassic Screener deck. So we got 3 copies of this, 3 copies of this. The other key cards are 3 copies of Molten Conduction Field. This card is awesome to send away your Handmaiden and your Lakeside Lady to the grave, so they can banish, destroy, back row and stuff like that. But yeah, Lavals, they had a problem. If your opponent doesn't set any back row, you got a problem, because you're not going to be able to do anything with Laval. You're not going to be able to banish them, hence it's going to be almost impossible to pull off your synchro plays. Now we are running 3 copies of Laval Cannon over here with all our Laval monsters, and we also run 2 copies of Laval Flogus. So yeah, this is pretty much the lineup right now. So you got your Laval Cannon, you got the little women. They can banish themselves with their effects, or you can banish them with Alistair's fusion requirement, so that puts them in the grave, and you can bring them right back with Laval Cannon, and then you can go for a synchro. Now, I was running, I think, Samurai Destroyer in this extra deck, but I took it out just because I really wanted to run 2 copies of this guy, because he's amazing, and just being able to go into him consistently is just awesome. Now, another card I would run, but I'm choosing not to in this situation, because I'm trying to stick to the original build, is a card like Concentrating Current. Concurrent over here is really good on Purgatrio, whatever. It makes him really OP. It makes him kind of cancery. So there's a thing. I'm not using it, but it could also be really good. Now we're also running 1 copy of Jet Synchron, because he could be really useful to discard a thing that's in your hand, put it in the grave, and then you get some effects, which is pretty nice. So that's why this guy's cool. Also, he's a level 1 synchro that comes out on the board. So if you have a level 4 out, any of the level 4s out, you're able to synchro for 5, and that is pretty nice. So yeah, you can make quite a few things with that. So yeah, there you go. We're running 2 copies of Invocation, because it's a Grassic Screener build, so it's okay to run 2. 1 copy of Living Fossil with the skill Spell Specialist. So basically, we have to guarantee that we're going to start with at least 1 spell in our opening hand, which is what makes his deck super strong. Because opening all monsters might suck. It could be pretty bad unless it's Alistair. But if you open up with spells, it's like you got Gold Sark, really good card. You got this card that you want to open up, really good card. You got this card, is another really good card. So yeah, as you can see, there's quite a few cards in this deck that kind of make the deck kind of busted. And then we got 3 copies of Dust Flame Blast, and which is just a really aggressive card in general. And we also have that copy of DDR, Different Dimension Reincarnation, which most of these cards are basically to bring back a banished thing, or do some kind of shenanigans with a banished monster, or a monster that's in the grave, and then it could potentially get banished, because we're also running 1 copy Giant Rex, by the way, who is our only Earth monster, so banishing him with Alistair to make your big Invoked Magelenica is pretty nice, because then you get an extra Giant Rex out, and that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. Without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into that KC Cup, I guess, and let's see how we do today. Alright, first so we got little Yugi versus our big Yugi. So yeah, let's see what we got. So we got a little Yugi over here. I don't know what he's playing, but we're going second, and I like that. So it's kind of moving into a meta where, you know what, when a deck becomes really good, and the deck is like an OTK deck, that means you're in a going second meta. So it's like whoever goes second pretty much wins. Because turn 1 you don't draw, you're kind of just setting up a board. Maybe, oh look, that's kind of a setup right there. That's pretty decent. But alright, cool. I mean, our hand is good, and it just got way better because we got our boy Alistair. So we can already go for an insane mill with grass. Not even that big of a mill, to be honest, but we can still kind of mill. Let's do that. I'll mill like what, like 6 cards maybe, if anything. Yeah. Flo, just do your thing. All right, let's see who we milled, because I'm gonna need some of these monsters in the grave. So we got an Alistair in the grave. That's pretty cool. We got this guy, a grass. All right, that's not bad. I mean, that's an interesting mill. I always expect to mill some spells because it's kind of necessary. So what I'm gonna do right now is basically say Molten Conduction Field. We're gonna send 2 Laval monsters from the deck to the grave. One of them is this little whammon, and the other one is gonna be this little whammon, because she does let me put another one in the grave, and I'm gonna use her ability to put my other Lakeside Lady. So we can use her immediately, and I can just kind of pop things. So stop freezing, PC, I swear. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and use her ability. So banish her and probably a little level 1. So get them banished. Hit this back row. What is that card? What is this? Oh, Mythical Bestiary. Alright, cool. They milled Cerberus and what else did they mill, by the way? It doesn't let me check. As soon as it like, hold on. Yeah, I think they milled another one. Another Bestiary? Okay, cool. So basically they got 2 copies of Power of the Guardians. If I can make a level 1 Synchro, maybe I can mess them up. By the way, we're going to check to see how many things we have, how many destructions we have. We have 1, 2, 3. So what I think I'm going to do on this one is probably set my Handmaiden in defense, and then we're going to end. Alright, so here's the play. Basically, we have Dust Flame, so we can use this to blow up 3 cards. Meaning, first things first, Power of the Guardian, second, maybe the monster, and the third is the other one. So, there you go. Alright, we're going to wait and see if he's got another Silent Waifu to actually come out. Alright, now that he's in battle phase, I am all set. So, Power of the Guardians is doing its thing. Let's go ahead and just Dust Flame Blast. I think the only downside is it destroys all 3 at once, so this one might survive. So let's go ahead and first things first, hit this one. Let's hit, I think you. I know we have one more, so let's hit you. Now, Power of the Guardians is going to save, so, because it destroys everything at once, so. But yeah. So that's fair. We got a 1500 little silent magician on board now, and that's cool. So grass is not exactly what I need right now, but it doesn't matter because we got our boy Alistair, and he's kind of amazing, and he's a playmaker in itself. So let's see what we got. We have Alistair in the grave. We don't have an invocation in the grave, but we do have a fire monster in the grave. So that's pretty nice. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and go for the play. Arista. Alright, so Alistair, do your thing. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Pull off the invocation. I think I might use this guy. Let's go ahead and fuse into, obviously, the Fire Girl from the grave. I kind of want to use the Alistair from the grave instead of the one on the field, and because it's a little bit extra damage, and I'm down for that. So, yeah, let's do that. Also, it forces him to be aggressive next turn, and that could be pretty messy for him. So, there you go. Now we can go ahead and do our thing. Let's get this guy back in hand right now. So, gimme. And we just have extra power right now. So, I think I might just hold on to Alistair, to be honest. It's not worth it because it's not lethal. So, let's battle. Alright, no damage step necessary. That thing is gone. Here's 1,000 to your life points just because. Extra complimentary damage, my dude. Alright, so, here's the thing. Now that we did this, we left ourselves in a position where he's just kind of like, I need to kill Alistair. Because Alistair, as long as he's in the grave, he's kind of bad. Like, but I do have the one in hand, and there you go. He basically is just like, you know what? I can't handle that guy. Alistair's too annoying. But fair enough. Pretty decent. Next game. Alright, next up we got Joey Wheeler over here. Alright, what do you got for me, Joey? I mean, yeah. By the way, I don't know if I cut this out earlier. I probably did because it was kind of rambly. But sorry that I haven't been uploading as much lately. I've been having issues with my editing software and stuff. Also, the fact that YouTube is kind of like dying. Or it's like there's a huge meteor coming down and it's gonna destroy all of YouTube, and I really don't want to upload. Like, I really don't want to upload, especially with that huge fine. It's just kind of not worth uploading. So I don't know, man. I don't want to get like negative, but it's definitely a thing. So here's what we can do right now. Bolt Arc. I think I'm gonna go straight for my level 7. So where is she? All right, there she is, Lakeside Lady. Alright, so Lakeside Lady is here. I'm going to get to pull off my Laval cannon right now. So that's essential. So now that Cannon did his thing, we're basically pulling out this little whammon. Putting her in defense, pulling off a Synchro. Remember, we can send away... What was that? Hold on, I just heard like I heard a slam in the background. Someone's breaking into my house. Oh no. Alright, but yeah, so let's see what we got. I'm gonna summon my big boy. We do get a discard, which is part of his effect, and I'm actually happy to do that because we can put either one of these in the grave. I think in this situation I'm going to go Philogis because it powers up my boy to, I think, 3,000, which is pretty good. Also because I can use my my Whammon over here, and we can basically say, hey man, we're going to banish away this guy, and we're going to go ahead and snipe out that back row, because screw your back row, my dude. See, that doesn't target. That would have been annoying for me. This can't be used now, but it doesn't matter because with battle, as long as it's not a flip-flop frog, we're fine. Oh, okay, cool. So you're going to be able to summon any spiritual beast. Remember, we're big. We're very, very large, and one thing spiritual beasts struggle against is like destroying a big 2,600 plus monster. Also, he's using life point boost, so instantly I know he's not running beatdown. He's not running tie the binds, so that's cool. Okay, that guy, he's going to try to target me, and I'm not going to let him. So that's fine. Because remember, we do have one more Laval in the grave. So if he does try to do some shenanigans like that, this does target. Holy crap, why is there so much noise in my background, dude? Alright, you're targeting me, dude. That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing, my dude. You're just getting negated now. You're getting absolutely wrecked. Alright, so there you go, man. Congratulations. That's what you wanted? Alright, so let's see what he's got now. Another one! In attack position, though. Alright, cool. That means he's kind of going minus right now. He has no way out, but he's got a 0 attack monster in attack position. My turn, though. Let's draw. We got Molten Conduction right now. Okay, so let's see. We can't use this yet. We can, I mean, deal 100. I don't know if that's worth it. Let's go ahead and pull off a Molten Conduction. Let's thin out our deck. I know I still have, like, her in the deck, and I have her. Awesome. Got those two. They're kind of the go-to cards. I'm going to use my my Maiden or whatever. I'm going to send away my Philogis because why not? Could have also used it to power up my my Handmaiden, but unfortunately, I don't know if it's worth killing this Petalfin. I mean, you know what it is? It definitely is. Screw it. If I knew I was going to commit to that, I would have summoned her first, then gotten the boost, but yeah. That's the best I got right now, dude. I can't believe this not Crystal Beast, Spiritual Beast player is pushing me to the edge right now. So, going for a defense against my Maiden. Did he draw a third Dolphin? No way, dude. Ooh, Grass is pretty decent. We can actually mill our Alistair, and we'll have a bunch of plays. So, ooh, I think I see Alistair's in the grave. Alright, so, let's see. Yep, there it is. And we got Invocation and another Alistair. Oh, yeah, we got plays. We got plays for days right now. By the way, let's check all of them. We have the ability to destroy their face-down card, which is awesome. I could already do that. I have a Philogis, which I can use offensively, which is cool as well. Yeah, let's just do things. Let's go ahead and use ability first. So, Lakeside Lady, go ahead and banish away my Handmaiden. Let's go and pop this card, whichever that may be. Oh, it was another Dolphin. Wow, I can't believe they actually drew into a third Dolphin. Now I can go into my Invocation. Going into my Purgatrio, we can banish away one of these guys, and I think I can just use my Handmaiden right now. I don't know how I feel about Handmaiden just on the field, but you know what? I'm going to use the Philogis in the grave. We can get rid of those guys, summon out my big boy. So we got Purgatrio right now. Now, we could just recover, which I'm definitely going to do. And I like the fact that we can eventually just recover the other one as well. So that's pretty cool. If I get a Gold Sark, I can just banish an Alistair immediately and just do things. So I think I got lethal, actually. Possibly. 23 and 23. I don't think it's 100% lethal, but it's something. It is definitely something. Also, I can use your monsters, but I think they're all wind, so yeah, never mind. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. Alright, Alistair, do your thing. Recover this card. I'm going to go ahead and pull off another one of these, even though I can also Synchro, which I'm definitely going to do that. So yeah, we got lethal. We have lethal. No way, dude. Did you see all those plays, all those roundabout combos? 23 and 23 is still not lethal, but this is definitely going to make it lethal, so oof. Yeah, Joey, you better quit, my dude. You better quit. I mean, why would you, dude? You get, like, free stamps or whatever for winning, so 23. Yep, there's the quit. Definitely the king of games over here. But yeah, as you can see, pretty decent power right here. Let's see if we can pull off one more quick game. Alright, Alexis is going to be our last opponent. Let's see what you got for me, Alexis. By the way, I didn't let you guys know, but I think I'm like level 17 or 18 or something like, yeah, around those lines. I have not been playing in the Casey Cup at all because Pokemon's been out. so that's one thing. Oh, come on, I already drew the Lakeside Lady. I mean, if you're playing Vendreds, then you're probably not going to set back row to begin with, so she doesn't really matter. But I got my boy Alistair, and he's amazing. Also, the fact that I have double Molten Conduction, so could definitely put some fires in the grave. But are you playing Vendreds? Also, yeah, like I was saying, I have not been feeling the need to even play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or make videos because YouTube is like gonna die in a few months probably, and or at least that's what it's looking like. It's not confirmed yet, but they passed. Oh, come on. Why did I draw a Handmaiden? Let's go ahead and pull off these plays first. So, multi-conduction field, send away her and her. Awesome. I might just even say no to her ability. You know what? Sure. Why not? Let's use her ability to send somebody else to the grave. Let's put one of these guys in the grave. I don't need my other molten conduction field now, but I might as well at least do this. So let's go for our Alistair. So Alistair, do your thing. Give me that card. Now I can pull off a nice quick fusion. I think I want to invoke, summon this bad boy. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna use. I can honestly just use some of my hand advantage cards, because I really don't want these cards in my hand. I really don't. So Lakeside Lady, I mean, I can send her away. I'm gonna use her from the hand. So, bam. Summon my big boy. Purgatrio is out here, which is a nice free smack to the jaw. What is it, like 25, 35 max, which is not. It's all right, but it's not the best. But let's see what else we got. I think that's it for now. Basically, I can do 35. It's not lethal, so I'm not going to use Alistair. So let's go ahead and just battle. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bluff with this. I'm going to set that card to bluff. And now they're going to have to be very, very careful. Because it's a very, very big mental play when you don't have back row and they're like, oh yeah, I'm free to just go all in. But when you see back row, you're just like, okay, I got to be careful with that. So they have to play a little bit less aggressively. So let's see what you got. I know they can just straight up OTK me if they're playing Cyber Angels. That's why I'm just like, I don't know about that one. So maybe now they'll have to go into the other girl, and she'll have to get rid of the back row, which I am completely fine with because it's a straight up bluff. But yeah, like if you haven't noticed, if you're playing with Cyber Angels, and you get rid of my monster, this back row card, it could be a drowning. Yeah, it could be a drowning. That could ruin you. So I don't know if you want that. By the way, why is my boy so strong right now? Holy crap, why? Oh, it's because she keeps putting cards on the field, that's why. So this is exactly what I wanted. Now they're going to go Izana Prismatic, by the way. Very, very nice. Very big flex indeed. So they have the ability, I also like Alistair in hand because he makes it seem like I'm going to be able to activate my back row, but I'm not. So I'm just like, you know what? Okay, I'll let you take it, my dude. There you go, dude. Congrats. Alright, so let's see if they have a Dakini or anything else, because that's the only thing I'm really afraid of. But yeah, you have one card in hand. These monsters can't be targeted by monster effects, by the way, which I don't really worry too much about. And they quit! They straight up quit! Oh my goodness, dude. What a deck, dude. What a deck indeed. So yeah, as you can see, the deck can pull off some pretty cheesy, crazy plays. I really, really like this deck. It's kind of insane. Alright, and in conclusion, the deck I think is really, really awesome. Once again, I do have to give a nice quick shout out to my boy Wooker, one of my mods, admins actually, on my Discord. So shout out to him for sending me the deck. Dude, I've been wanting to cover so many decks. I've been wanting to play, like, I have so many decks that I need to feature on the channel. Like, I really do. I have, like, at least, like, 6 that I want to make videos on. But it's just, with all my editing issues, whatever problems with the editing software and all this other stuff, it's just kind of like, I don't know, man. It really kills momentum. Especially with knowing that YouTube is probably going to die in a few months. I don't know. It's just super scary, and I don't like it. It's not a good time to be a YouTuber, by the way. Especially not a, well, I mean, it affects literally anybody. If you guys have seen the rules for the new COPPA law, whatever classifies your channel as, or your video as a a video made for kids, it's literally just like anything that has to do with animation. It's literally any video game. So it's like, oh man, I'm screwed. Like, all my favorite channels on YouTube are all gonna get just completely obliterated, which kind of sucks, dude. I mean, it is a video on video basis, and they're not going to be policing your stuff immediately, I believe. But then the fines are going to be super hefty. If you guys don't know, I could not afford I could not afford a $42,000 fine, dude. That's more than I've made in like 3 years of making videos, dude. I have like, I don't know, man. That's only for one video. I have like 1,000 videos. They get me for all of them. I don't even know how I can survive after that. But I don't know, dude. It's a terrible time to be a YouTuber right now. So I don't know. I'm really worried about that. So if I'm not making videos, it's probably because of that. It's just that is looming over my head, over the head of all YouTubers. So you can ask any video content creator on YouTube. It's just that's definitely kind of weighing on them. It's like, even if you think like it doesn't matter, dude, my analytics show that like my viewers are all 18 to 34. Like literally 90% of my viewers are 18 to 34. They're just like, oh yeah, we don't go by that. we don't care about your analytics. We basically are gonna say, hey, this looks like it's an anime or not even, dude. They're not gonna know what anime is. To them, all animation is literally kids cartoon, dude. They don't know the difference between like Blue's Clues and To Love Ru. Everything's a kids cartoon to them. So I don't know. That's at least what it's looking like in the rules. So it's a scary time, dude. It's a scary time. But whatever. That's pretty much that. I really don't feel like doing an outro today, guys. Like, subscribe. It helps out a lot. There's a thing you can sign to repeal the whole COPA thing, or at least leave a comment to get them to just try to do something about it. I'll link it in the description. But I don't know, man. It's just fair enough. That's pretty much it, guys. All right, see everybody next time.